Girls like that when you have a belly too. Because
some do. Some actually do. Dude, even from online dating.
Yeah.
Even from online dating, I've seen profiles where they're like dad bods, please
yeah,
welcome.
yeah,
I'm like, you're like a 10. What you want with some dude that you could just
you're into what you're into.
flick his belly?
Maybe they've been with too many D-bags that are like
you
cut.
do like thick women, right? So,
Yeah, just cause, they're warmer in the winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's what's weird. The girl I'm dating right now, like she's not thicker, like she's just like normal, which is kind of weird. She's like the smallest girl I've ever dated. Like not height wise, because obviously Kelly was a lot smaller.
Oh,
but she's not that tall either. She's probably like maybe 5'1". But I'm talking about just like thick level, because even though she was small.
Or does she exercise?
She works out, but she's not like super in shape yet.
Right. She just makes.
But she's getting she wants to get a lot better. So I'll probably be training her eventually.
Ross has a tendency to date women below 5 feet tall.
I don't know what it is.
It's funny that we talk about dating and you dating a lot older women.
Should we talk about that?
I mean, we can.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Let's move on to our next segment. Thank you. So dating with Ross Kindred. Now, when I was helping you move, we talked about this. And we had some thoughts, but Manny brought up a good question.
To this podcast?
She probably doesn't care.
It doesn't care, right?
No, that's what's funny. She's actually going to do a podcast too, and I was telling her, I know some people that can help.
It's not us, right?
You.
What's her podcast?
It's not us, right?
Well, no, she hasn't done it yet because she wants to do it with like her sorority sisters from college.
Oh shit!
And like I said, like she's pretty raw. Like they're gonna talk about everything. They're gonna talk about sex, being married, like relationship stuff.
Bring her here. We can talk about it.
Yeah, I told her. She doesn't want to do the filming. Like they want to just do kind of like the recording. But I told her I was like, even if you want to film it, you could always drop out the video.
Yeah.
So I think. She probably will if I give her the link. I mean, I don't talk about stuff like... She knows I do comedy, so it's like nothing's really off limits for me.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about it. You're dating an older woman. Now, we're not that old, and she's not that old. It just, in terms of both of our age ranges, it's a little bit different.
It's bigger than, like, I've ever dated before. Normally, like, the max I dated was, like, 5 years or 4 years.
Right, and she has a kid, right? So it's the first time you dating a mom?
Yeah. I've never dated a mom before.
How do you feel about that?
It was weird.
Now you're a mother.
Yeah, I was like...
No baby daddy issues, nothing?
Not really.
That's
like...
that's like...
Yeah, that's kind of like...
have good relationships with their partners.
Yeah. But there are some who doesn't get along.
Oh, yeah, that was like a big deal for me. It was like, okay, I don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons people, dating with whoever has kids is their situation.
Yeah, but I think since they were already like... kind of in friend mode near the end or at the end of the marriage, it was kind of like it wasn't like a shock to them that they needed to separate.
Did you meet your baby, the baby daddy? Did you meet him?
No, I haven't met him.
Oh, okay.
No.
I mean, they're pretty early on in their relationship.
Right.
For that
not even a relationship yet. Like we're just like we've only been dating for like a couple weeks.
You're just cool about it. You're in dating.
Yeah, like I haven't even met her kid yet.
Oh, okay.
I probably will.
That's pretty serious, right? If you met the kid, that's like pretty serious.
Yeah, because it's
like
it's not like he can't talk, so it's like.
Yeah.
He's gonna go back to the dad and be like, "Oh, this random man was at mommy's house."
Yeah,
filling her all up. Like I don't know that. Like I don't know. No, dude. The other day I was in her house, right?
Yeah.
I'm not used to kid stuff being around.
Okay.
And she has like a little table in her kitchen, and I don't know what I was doing. I think I was just stretching or something because I was about to like leave. Yeah. And like, dude, I like tripped over this table and like almost fell. Because I forgot it was there. It's just like in the middle of the kitchen. But I'm not used to looking down. So it's weird.
What's the girl's ethnicity, by the way?
She's Mexican.
She's Mexican? Okay, now, so you didn't stray too far from Trump. Okay. He strayed it far enough. He's like, all right.
No, I'm usually in that Mexican range.
Yeah, that Mexican range.
Good call, man.
Which is fine. I mean, she only dates black guys, so.
Hey, man, fair
enough. Right?
But it's weird. She's never really dated, I don't think she has. Like an actual black guy. He's black, but he's not like my type of, he's African. And Africans don't really consider themselves black.
Right.
Really?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like I met a few Africans. They don't really consider themselves black. They consider themselves African just because it's just like a different. Because you figure they come from like Africa, and when they come here, it's like what your skin color is just it's based a lot different. Where out there, being dark isn't like even though I don't think it is, but a negative. Where out here it's like, oh, you're black, you're associated with like civil rights and all that stuff.
I mean, no,
like
Africa
that movement
has some real messed up stuff. Like,
yeah, that's what's weird.
Rebels,
yeah, that's why it's
animals,
weird. But like out there, like a lot of them, or like even friends I had in high school, they were from Africa. I can't remember what they were though. But yeah, like they were actually really like wealthy in Africa, and out here they're like average.
Yeah.
So to them, it's like they're getting associated with being average. Where out there, they're like higher end black people. Like it's a weird thing.
It's class.
Yeah, it's like a class thing.
How we take.
And so I remember me and her were talking about it, and she like agreed to. She was like, yeah, they kind of have like this different mentality of like black versus African. So no, the dad's black. I mean, he's African, and so the kid's like, yeah, he's mixed, but he's not really like black.
Wow.
So like she doesn't know like too many black stuff because like I even talked. I was like, have you ever been to Popeyes? She was like, no. I'm like, what about church?
No.
I was like, what about churches? Not really. Like she's only really been to She's only been to KFC.
What? Okay, that's a.
Because I was like, what about Raising Cains? No. I was like, what kind of black people you been dating? like there's a bunch of blacks. Like I don't think she's ever had ribs.
Nothing.
Wait, ribs?
Yeah, ribs. I don't think she's had ribs.
Steak?
What?
Oh no, she's had steak.
Okay, that's not a black thing.
Yeah, that's not really a black
thing.
Jesus, man.
I'm like, you just haven't had diabetes at all then. Like she hasn't had no taste or high blood pressure. Like
I'm
none
gonna
of
be
this
honest with you, Ross. The first time I went to Popeyes is when they made the chicken sandwiches. I'll be completely honest with you.
I'm not shocked by that. Well, that's the thing with churches. Churches isn't everywhere.
Yeah.
Or it's only in like.
There's some in Ontario too.
LA,
Yeah, I know there's some. It's more like in certain spots.
What would you prefer? Popeyes, church, KFC? What else?
Is it black enough? Well, let's do a segment.
Hold on.
Let's do a black.
Because there's ways to judge chicken.
So what about Popeyes? Is it
I love
High-end?
Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes.
And I like
It's
churches.
So good, dude.
I would say KFC's last on my list. I
It's
still
more-
get.
It's basic.
It's more white people chicken.
Yeah, more Thanksgiving-ish.
Fair enough,
Very
fair enough.
Thanksgiving. Popeyes, yeah, I agree. It's,
Oh no, Popeyes.
so
If I don't have
good.
somebody black serve me at Popeyes, I don't trust the food.
Oh yeah.
Like I really don't. Like, and when I go there, I better see an
If the
older
manager-
black woman
if
who
the
looks
manager-
like
if the
somebody's
manager's
grandma.
black, then yes.
Y'all want to go get Popeyes with this? It's not that far.
Hey, we can.
Yeah, dude, I'm down.
In my head, I was like, I want some Raising Cane's right now.
Ooh, there's a Raising Cane's out there.
Yeah. Because I always see it off the freeway. But yeah, like she
I've never
hasn't.
had Raising Cane's.
But that's what.
It's so fucking good.
But yeah, dude, it was funny because I remember I was talking to her about it. I was like, so you really haven't actually dated like a black guy? And I'm mixed, so it's not even like I'm black, but I do a lot of black stuff.
Right.
I think I know what this segment's gonna be called. It's gonna be called Dating with Ross, Dating While Black.
Yeah. But yeah, she's all into interracial stuff. So that's why I was like kind
Spread the
of.
love, man.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I mean, I ain't passing that up. But yeah, that's why I was kind of shocked. I'm like, whoa, like she's dated black guy, but she was never like really in a relationship with one.
Right.
So yeah, that's why it was kind of weird when I found out the son was like half African.
Right.
But he's lighter than I am, so.
So how would you feel if you first meet him? What would you?
I think it would be cool. He kind of like just from like talking to her, he sounds like how I was as a kid.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he also has like some health issues too, so I can. That's kind of like how me and her connected.
Are you good with kids or?
I'm good with like toddlers. I'm not good with babies because I just don't feel like you can do anything with a baby.
That's a lot.
So he's like, yeah, he's almost 4. So like, I think it'll be fun with him, and he likes
Playing
cars
sports
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he likes this kind of stuff I was into as a kid.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So like even like I was talking to her about my mom because me and my mom are homies,
Yeah.
and like she was like, oh yeah, he sounds like you as a kid, like loving like trucks and Hot Wheels and like all
Isn't
this
that
stuff.
every kid?
Right.
No, not really.
Really?
No.
What about cars or what?
No, just about like race cars and like all that stuff. I feel
Nah,
like
some weren't.
Hot Wheels and stuff.
But yeah, so like, no, I think it'll be fine. For me, it's more the dad part with like his dad, because like, okay, say this goes somewhere, like how do you interact at parties?
Yeah.
Because he's gonna be there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So
He's gonna
that's
be part of
that's
it.
kind of like my only concern with it. Because other than that, to me, she really checks like every box you could want.
You should
Seems like
send
a
him-
cool girl. Dude.
You should
Seems
send him
like
the
a cool
Harris
girl.
video,
No,
where,
it's-
like Harris for like African Pride Day or whatever.
Shit. Dude, that'd be bad.
He's
No.
gonna get so mad at you.
No, speaking.
Send him.
Now, speaking of your mom, how does she feel? Like, you already talked about it.
My mom's cool with it. Like, she doesn't really care.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, one, and she knows that I'm gonna do what I do anyway.
The situation with the kid, she was concerned.
That was just her. No, her concern was like the thing I had, where it's like, how's the relationship with the dad?
Yeah.
Because like I already knew like if it's a bad relationship where it's like they're always bickering or something.
Right.
Then no, but no, they're like cool because like I said, like they kind of already knew like. Yeah. It wasn't a surprise they needed to separate, so it was like they kind of already were in that mode. Where it's like they can handle like, okay, I have him this couple days, you have him this couple days, and they still like
it's chill.
It's it's very stable.
It's like what you would want if you were ever in a relationship where it's like, okay, it didn't work out, but we still have a kid.
There's
we
no
have
court
to,
situation,
no, it's nothing like crazy going on.
That would be hardcore if you.
Because like I know people where it's like, dude, they're like,
I know a lot of people, they're bad situations, especially with the kid too. Jesus.
Where they're like super crazy, like, oh, what are you doing? Who are you doing this with? Type thing. But no, like, it's pretty chill. So that's why I was like, the kid isn't an issue. Because normally, it would be like.
Yeah, there's a.
It would be a problem for the girl to
It could be a rough situation, mostly rough.
Yeah. I mean, I was part of that too as a kid. The kid side. I mean, my mom didn't really date that much though when I was a kid, but my dad did. And that was kind of awkward sometimes. But the handful of times I see my dad, I would see it with the girls sometimes. It'd just be.
Yeah, and that's what I always thought about. I'm like, I don't know how this kid's gonna react if he saw me there. Right. So I haven't been there while he's there.
Yeah, what is the relationship with your girlfriend? Wait, can I say girlfriend or
not? Because we haven't even gotten there yet.
Right. So friend.
Girl he's dating.
Girls dating. Like what is the situation? It doesn't work out.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it too soon.
Yeah, and the kid's like closer to you. Like seems like the kid's like likes you a lot.
You're my new daddy.
Yeah.
Hold on, partner.
Yeah. How did you feel? It's like you're my new daddy. Can I call you dad? Like how did you feel?
I'd probably tell him no.
Have you seen those videos?
I'd probably tell him to just call me like Ross.
Right.
Just because like I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't want like say I had a kid. Yeah. And then I separated. Like I wouldn't want another kid or my kid calling someone else like dad unless they if they remarried, okay.
Unless we really messed up.
Yeah, but like I don't know. That's just I just feel like it would be a respect thing to his dad, where it's like I don't know, like even at like a party or something, if he asked me for something, I'd be like, oh no, go ask your dad or ask your mom. Like that's just me personally. I don't feel like you should step on their toes like that.
Of course not.
Like it's still like their kid.
Right.
So like I would help out, but I don't want to be like jump in. Oh yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that. Like no.
You don't want to be the parent role. You just want to be the dude who likes.
Yeah, and I talked to her about it. It was like. To me, I see it more as like you're just helping the girl. Right. You're not trying to replace the father.
Of course, yeah.
Like you're just trying to fill in where it's like it's not a big deal.
I mean, it also will help out with the mom too.
Yeah.
So, is this the biggest relationship gap you've had? Not just older, but just in general. Like, have you dated
like age
younger?
Gap?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because how old was what was it?
The last one, the one that we won't name.
Yeah. Well, even before her.
Basically.
Let's do vulnerable.
No, yeah, she was like, the last one was only like a year.
Oh, I mean,
so,
even,
and then the one before she was like
she was
2 years? Right? No, not really.
Really? Because wasn't she still in school and stuff?
Well, she was in grad school.
Okay.
Because when we broke up, I was 25, and she was going to turn 24 that year. So it was really like a year, but since her birthday was like late in the year and mine's in January, it was almost like 2 years. So that was like 2 years, but then I did date a girl who was 5 years older than me when we were in college.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this. Okay.
Yeah, so at that time I was I think 20 or 21, and she was like 25. So that was the oldest. I mean, we're still cool to this day too. Like,
that's good.
Yeah, like that's really the only girl I've ever dated, and I like actually kept in contact with.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird because normally I'm like I don't. Need to?
Is it okay?
Yeah, like
that's a good question. Is it okay to talk to your exes?
I think it depends. Like we were never.
Oh, yeah, he needs this advice.
Yeah, we were never in a relationship. Like we just date, kind of like how me and this new girl are, where like we're just dating.
Right.
So we only dated for like a month or something, and so I was fine with it.
Right.
I mean, we did lose contact after a little while because I ended up meeting the girl I was in a relationship for 4 years, like not too long after that.
So as long as you just being respectful, you know. And then you just want to talk.
Like she's really chill. I just felt like long term we wouldn't work because we don't have the same mentality on life. Like she's cool, like just working.
What do you mean by like same mentality in life?
Well, like I'm into like art. I'm into like wanting to be great beyond just like a normal job, having a family, where it's I want to
life
do
expectancy goals.
So what you're trying to say, you don't want to get married yet. You don't want.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to just be that person who's like, oh, I have a job, I have a family, I'm happy. Like I want more than that.
You want to have like a career. You want to have
not just career, because like even my sister, right, and my brother-in-law, like they're both doctors. Well, my sister's not a doctor; she's a dentist, but whatever. But like
the medical field.
Yeah, they're successful.
Right.
But it's still a normal life.
Right.
Like
you don't want that.
No. And that, because I could have went to the medical field like my sister did, but I didn't want to. I wanted to do something beyond that, to where I impacted society in a way where it was like I was able to put my creativity on other people.
Right.
So that was just the thing with her, because she's like a teacher. So it's like
that's like a very stable
yeah,
job.
it's like she's gonna teach, she's gonna have herself stable, but it's like I don't know, I get bored easily. So I feel like I would get bored from that.
I feel like we're like the same too, because I'm the same way too. Like we want to do something great. I don't want to be in a stable relationship, or I don't want to get married.
Well, it's not that the relationship. It's just that what you want to do. If he found a girl that believed in all those things, he would be in the relationship with her. I think, right? That's what you're saying. It's what do we both want, and it not matching.
Yeah, so like it had nothing to do with us getting along. Like I can get along with pretty much anybody, but then once you're in relationships, like you start to understand like. Getting along isn't the main thing.
Yeah, it's a lot,
because like that's what friends are. Like they're people you get along with and you hang out with. So eventually that relationship might just be a friend.
Of course. Yeah.
And so that's
your life changes.
Yeah, so like that's why like I always try to put that in perspective. Like even now dating, I always look ahead. Like okay, can I see myself with this person like a year from now, 2 years from now? Where this one I can, because even though she does like have a normal job, because she's like in accounting, but she does want to do other things, like the podcast I mentioned. She wants to start doing. Like she has other ideas besides this one thing, and so like that's what I like about her.
You're ambitious.
Very ambitious.
Oh yeah, and she is like
you're ambitious. You want her to be just as ambitious.
Yeah,
I think that was one of the things I think we talked about some of your previous girlfriends, that like they weren't that ambitious. At all.
Like the first one was, but it was the same. It was like she was in social work, so it was like once she got her graduate degree, got her job after college, that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else beyond. Like it's never going to be anything beyond.
Not like a hobby or anything.
Yeah, and even that, I was okay with it, just because we were already like so deep in our relationship, where it's like to me that didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, that was more of like an exception. But yeah, the last one, that she had no goals at all.
Not even a hobby or anything?
No, like it was weird. I remember even when I first met her, I asked her, I was like, so who do you like look up to? Like who's an inspiration? She didn't have any, but I'm like, how do you not have any role models?
Right. Not even like a parent's role model or anything?
No.
That sucks, man.
So yeah, I'm like, that's
I have too many role models.
Me too. So it's like, I have way too many. That's why I wanted to be great, because I wanted to do what they did.
Right. You look up to people to motivate yourself.
Yeah,
you
so
can't
like,
have anyone to motivate, like who you like.
Yeah, and that's why I like this one, because it's like she has different ideas she wants to do. So it's like, yeah, even though she's older and she's set, she can be set.
Yeah.
For the rest of her life if she wants, but she doesn't want to.
You hit the jackpot. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, basically. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, well, we'll see. Don't just say.
I don't want to get too.
I know, man.
I haven't even shown. No, but no, he's right though. Like yeah, like.
Give him promise.
No, I mean he's done good, but
yeah, I told her, I was like, yeah, you really do check all the boxes, like all the boxes, like of
what you want. Yeah. That's
yeah.
great,
So,
that's great.
but yeah, I haven't even shown my mom a photo. I just told her name like a couple days. A little bit.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like reality TV though.
I mean, yeah, because we were watching some show on Netflix last night where they're doing like makeup challenges. Some girl looked like her. I was like, that looked just like you.
What if that is her? She's lying to me, or she's actually an actress this whole time.
She has a double life, bro.
Imagine.
I don't know if she had a British accent though, so I was like, I don't think you can do that.
So that's funny. Okay.
But no, yeah, she's cool. So we'll see.
That's cool.
You actually you've dated a girl a lot younger than you, right? What was your last girlfriend? Or I mean,
she was 23.
Your friend, right?
Yeah, 23.
She's 23 right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's
not
4
years.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, because I've done that.
I think you started dating when she was 19, though.
Yeah, and I was 22.
22.
Yeah.
She legal?
23.
Is she legal?
No, I know, but she made it. Right.
I think she was gonna be like 18 or something. He's like 27.
Oh, no, that's weird. That is just weird. Yeah. What is the age? Would you date an 18-year-old?
Isn't
probably
rule?
No. I would say no. Like even like on my dating apps, right? I think I had the range 23.
I think we already talked
to like 31. Right? That's what's weird. Because she messaged me, like this one that I'm dating now, like I didn't reach out to her. Mm-hmm. Like I don't even know how I popped up on her thing, because she didn't have her age range at like 27. So I don't even know how I popped up.
the algorithm gods sent her to you. You know?
I know.
Yeah, and I know she tried to play it off. She was like, "Didn't you message me?" No, I didn't message you first. You wanted all this.
Whatever happens now is on you.
Yeah, I was like, I had that filter with no kids. So I don't know how you popped up, but I'll take you.
That's hilarious.
What were you, sir? What's your age limit? Like, would you date 18-year-old?
Right now, no. I mean,
that's young,
yeah,
that's too young.
I think the rule is that like it's half your age plus 7 years. I think so. Whatever,
it's something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's like I'm 27. We're all 27. So we
Just bump it up to 28.
13, so yeah,
Just bump it up to
28. So that's what 14 plus 7.
21.
That's 21. Yeah. So that's about right. That's about right. I think I put about 21 to like 20 to 30.
Yeah, by now, if a girl can drink, then yeah, I'll date her.
Yeah,
Wow.
to me, it's like if
Manny
you weren't
has
alive
16.
when like Biggie and Tupac were out, that
Yeah.
might be an issue.
Yeah.
But I'll think about it. So that's like 3-4 year gap.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind either way, but I don't know. It's weird.
But like, yeah, if you were born in 2000, I don't know.
No, that's
I
a
think-
big no.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
like 20.
Yeah.
That's like under 21.
Let's
So,
just say if you're born in the 90s, like
Yeah, you're
early
pretty much
90s,
fine.
you're fine.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, like you look at celebrities and they're dating like people like 3 times younger.
No, but dude, it's weird. Like one of my mom's
Some people are
friends,
that
her
for
parents.
sure. Well, I don't know.
I didn't know they had this humongous age gap. Like one of my mom's friends, her parents, there's like a 20-year age gap.
Oh yeah.
Like the
yeah.
dad's like 50
Back in the day.
and the mom's like
Elvis,
70.
too.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, even Elvis.
So, I mean, you
married
know-
a 16-year-old white chick. He's like what, 37 or something like that. Very old.
Definitely nothing under.
That's
18,
adultery,
'cause that's-
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely nothing under
That's
18.
yeah,
but
you
I
get an
mean,
R. Kelly rating right there.
As of right now, I'm not a celebrity. The people I meet are generally my age, so that's probably where that would end up being.
Yeah, it's rare I meet girls my age though. I will say that.
Really.
Like it's hardly
Yeah.
ever the same age. It's
Yeah.
usually a couple years younger or a couple years older.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
same here for me. Same here for me.
Yeah, because I mean I'm still talking to the other one. Like I was talking to 2.
Yeah.
The other one's like in LA,
Uh-huh.
and she's 28. So she's only a year gap. And I remember me and her talking. She was like, "Oh my God, it's so weird talking to somebody younger." I'm like, "Well, I'm talking to another one that's like 6 years older." So chill
You're
out.
so young. It's like, shut up. You were my age. Yes, like
I know.
yesterday.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what are
outta
you
here.
talking about?
Girls are weird that way. I think they tend to like not date younger most of the time.
Oh no, most of them don't.
Because a boy, because come on, who will date a boy?
Yeah, and most of them are like, oh yeah, they're just mature level.
yeah,
But
yeah.
once they talk to me, they don't realize I'm that much younger.
I
It's
mean,
like-
I heard girls talking like that are our age that just wouldn't even date
Oh yeah,
us.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
the same age.
Oh, yeah.
They wanna
yeah. I
date
have
us.
friends like that, and I'm like, yeah, that's why you're
Who
single.
Can you
Yeah.
blame us? You know?
I know they want guys that are like at least
Older,
5,
like,
10 years
yeah,
older.
older.
Yeah,
It's kind of
'cause-
weird. It's like, it's like they get mad at you that you date younger, but then they only date older.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
yeah. And that's why it's
Like
weird
somebody-
like that with my sister because she's always had this thing about me dating older girls, and so I haven't even talked to the only reason she knows I'm dating this girl is because my
Right.
dad spilled the beans to her. That's why I'm telling my dad anything because he tells everybody. So
Oh,
that's why I haven't told him much.
Can I hear how that probably would have went? Like from your
Yeah,
dad?
and I only found out because my sister called my mom.
Oh man, that's
And
No.
I was like downstairs doing something. And my mom had her on speaker, and I hear my sister go, "So why haven't y'all told me he's dating somebody?" And I was like, I just looked at my mom because my mom didn't tell her. And my mom was like, "Huh? What did you say?" And so
Your
she
mom's
ended
the
up-
homie. She's
Oh
like,
yeah,
you
my mom
should-
won't tell her because we already know how my sister is.
Okay.
'Cause my sister, it's not even that my sister's like mean or anything. Like she's just nosy. She's,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
I
so
got
what's
you.
her name? What's she look like? Where does she work?
Okay.
What school does she go to? What's social security number?
Playing the cop. She's
Like,
playing
yeah,
the cop, right?
she's like
Yeah.
super.
You're the younger
I'm like,
brother. You're the younger brother. You
Yeah,
gotta,
yeah.
calm down.
It's kind of like the love thing too. It's like I just want to see her. She's his man.
Yeah, so like my mom was sitting there. She was like, "What are you talking about?" And so my mom eventually was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, luckily I didn't really tell my mom too much yet.
Yeah.
So
Well, what's the situation with your father too? Like the one who spilled the
dude.
beans.
yeah,
I
no,
know
because
that.
that's what.
funny.
No, because because my mom was like, well, my sister said it. She was like, yeah, dad told me. Mind you, all I told my dad, I only told him one time, and it was after the first date. All I told him was, she's older and has a kid. That's all I told him.
That's a lot of information.
That is a lot.
That is literally two things.
Especially with a kid situation, that's a lot.
Oh, he's gonna like let that spew. And it's gonna.
You're-
Yeah,
you're making
because
it
my dad's he's.
I know your dad, dude. You
It's
can't tell
funny.
him anything.
Dude, you can't tell me. And the first thing he always asks when I date a girl, do they have a job? all the time.
That's a fair question.
Yeah, that is. That is a good question.
I always see
always
girls that are always
asks.
like,
Doesn't have a
this guy
job.
needs to have a job, but then I talk with them and it's like they don't have a job, so it's like, wait.
Yeah, it's weird with
No,
girls.
I wouldn't date girls who doesn't have a job.
A lot of girls don't.
Oh, they got a lot don't.
Yeah,
Or they
and
don't
but they want
drive.
guys who have like this like $1 million.
Yeah,
It's
trying to be-
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was weird because like I remember I was telling
This is my job.
on the first day I was telling her I was like I already know my dad's gonna because we were talking about our parents. Our parents are kind of like the same. Like she was saying like her dad's like real nosy like that too. So I was telling her I was
It's
like,
just all
"Wa-
parents,
yeah,
you know,
I was like,
it's
watch
just
when I
okay.
get home. The first thing he's gonna ask me is if you have a job." And sure enough, as soon as I walk in the door, she got a job. I was like, yes, bro. She makes more than like all of us.
She makes more money than all of us combined. That's including
know,
my sister and
dude.
her husband.
I know, so I was like, calm down. But yeah, because my
He's looking out for you,
sister.
man.
So yeah, my sister was like, yeah, Dad told me about this. Why didn't y'all say anything? My mom's like, now I gotta explain. So as soon as my dad got home, I'm like, bro, why did you say something? You know how she is. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I don't remember saying that.
Your dad's
Like, dude.
His dad's so
Trying to
funny,
hide
dude.
trying to hide his.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't say anything. I just said she was older and has a kid. I'm like, that's the two main things you know she's gonna be
On about.
alert about.
Yeah.